Good morning, my friends, and thank you for joining. There's a wonderful story about a man who's watching a group of elephants that are in the circus being led in a single line, and they are being held together by these metal chains. And he notices that these chains are very small chains. These elephants, of course, are very mighty. And he's surprised that the animals aren't able to break out of these chains and run away. And he asks the trainer, what is it? Why is it that these animals don't break out of these chains? And the trainer explains to him, you see, we put these chains on these elephants when they're babies. And at that point in time, they don't have the strength. They try to break out of the chains, but because they lack the strength, they're not able to. And because they have tried and they're not able to, they develop this attitude, this mindset that we can't break these chains. So even when they become bigger and mightier, they don't even try because they believe that they're not able to. This is true about human beings as well. And this is one of the tragedies of life. Many times in life, we try to achieve something, we're not able to succeed, and then we develop this mindset that we can't do it. We're not able to do it. And this, of course, is why we say that in life, it is generally us, our own mindset, that is our greatest inhibition, that is our greatest restriction, our greatest limitation. What we have to develop is a growth mindset. The growth mindset says just because we have failed and just because we have not succeeded at something earlier in our life doesn't mean that we can't grow, learn, develop, and at a later stage be successful at the very same endeavor. And this is such an important part of the way Judaism looks at life. God put us here to grow. God put us here to learn, to develop. And therefore, we have to have this growth mindset that says just because we have not been able to achieve something today doesn't mean we can't achieve it tomorrow. Just because we didn't achieve something yesterday doesn't mean we can't achieve it today. And this is one of the great lessons and messages of the counting of the Omer. We're in this period of time of the year now between Passover and Shavuot, and each day we count the Omer. And what is interesting is that the counting of the Omer is all about this idea of growth, counting each day, adding and learning and growing. And that's why when we count the days, it's interesting. We don't say today is the first day, and then we say today is the second day, and then the next day, today is the third day. Rather, the grammar, the wording is today is day one, today is 2 days, today is 3 days, 4 days, not the third or fourth day, but 3 days. The idea being that we are not just on the third day, we have 3 days now of growth. On the fourth day, it's not just the fourth day, it's 4 days of the Omer. We have 4 days of growth. We accumulate knowledge, we accumulate insight, we accumulate strength and abilities. We are growing. Judaism believes in the growth mindset, in progress. And we believe this about individuals, we believe it about communities, and we believe it about the world. The world is not static. It doesn't have to remain the same. There are many values and attitudes that we take for granted today when it comes to civil rights, when it comes to equality, when it comes to treatment of other human beings, that thousands of years ago no one even understood. Humanity can grow, we can progress. There is a growth mindset, and that is why Judaism is so strongly optimistic about the future. It believes that the world is developing, it's growing, and that the future is so bright. Shabbat Shalom, and thank you for joining.